Welcome back to Suladan Place Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last time, we met Angry Man. Well, we met him again. Still haven't figured out whether I want to call him Drax or Kratos. Although I've also been told that as a League of Legends player, I should have been calling him Scion, because his name is Scion, and he's a lot like Scion, so, aside from being not giant. And he lacks an axe. Lightsaber axe. We need lightsaber axes. Somebody get on that. Also been told I really need to take Candrass to go visit those Mandalorians that are on Nar Shaddaa. On the other hand, there's a cave I could explore, and I could surely go back there later. So cave! Wait.
Something up?
Not you! Trying to click a dead goat, not you. That is a weird sentence. In any case, we're going in the cave. HK, you need health. Half-eaten corpse. Energy baton. The datapad appears to have belonged to a Sith Takata trainer. I've released several of my best trained Takata into the caves to finally eradicate the Chirac infestation. So far, so good. My only concern is the eagerness the beasts have for the hunt. Must apply extra punishment to the Takata that ignore their masters before they revert back to their predatory nature. Yeah, they ate you, didn't they? I think they ate him. Y'all just gonna fly. I need night speed. Where is my night speed? I mean, that's not night speed, HK, but thank you. Oh, goats. What if we equipped the goats with little lasers? Laser goats. Laser goats, you know we need them. Did you just throw your lightsaber? You're fancy, and I'll give you that. That one had a stimulant. Dead Sith? Random dead Sith? Can you loot the jaw? Can you not have a fit? Okay, Mr. Twitchy. Over there, being twitchy. Ooh, what's this way? We're going this. Ooh, okay. Another floaty manta ray. Manta bats. Bantas. No, there's already bantas. I don't think they fly, no. They might. I haven't really watched them for long enough to know that they don't. They might just fly when nobody's looking. Just like toasters. Why are there so many of y'all? I just want to loot stuff. Can y'all not be in here? Can ya? I'm busy looting stuff. Leave me alone. Yay, I got green whatever. I think that's, battle meditation. Jar. More of you. Well, there's some XP going on over there, so that's happening. I hear a lightsaber. I see goats. Wait, am I stuck up here? No? Okay. I'm gonna go this way. We're just gonna pretend that we didn't see whatever that was. And I guess Atten and HK are just having a grand old journey way over there. It's a corpse. I don't know where I'm going. Ah, this way apparently. You know, I feel like at some point I had a team, but I don't know what happened. We went in a cave and flying manta rays and goats. Goat. Speaking of which, goat. Why did I heal? HK, where did you come from? And Flash vibrated through a wall. Could you leave Atten all by himself again? You know what happens when you do that. He starts playing Pizzac with things. I'm just gonna go this way. Nope, that leads to the big cave. I'm trying to avoid the big cave. Why am I avoiding the big cave? Because that seems to be leading forward, and I want to loot everything else first. If you go down all the side paths first, then you don't have to backtrack. It also means less goats. Oh, hi, Atten. Fancy seeing you here. Corpse. Jar. Corpse jar. No, wait, why does that sound familiar? Cyber jar, yes, but corpse jar? I'm gonna have to Google that later, aren't I? Find out that's a thing and it's some repressed memory trying to bubble to the surface. Or I'm just thinking of Elden Ring and, you know, Mr. Jar Friend, which is basically a jar of corpses. But he is a friend. A very large and powerful friend. So I guess Big Cave just leads to a bridge. Well, this was a lot of free experience. And I looted that. This is where that was. Anything over here? No. Ah. Loot you have. That one was full of money. In it for the money, collect 10,000 credits. I mean, the goat had money. What did you expect me to do? Not loot? Why y'all here? Y'all need to not be... Ow. Ow. Which one of you is blowing yourself up? I want you to not. Can you attack the one that's standing right there? Thank you. Can you do something? Thank you. I think the small, like, cramped spaces mess with the pathfinding and lead to all sorts of weirdness. Atten, I just saw you teleport, and I don't want to hear anything of it. Poor HK is just not having a good day. It's not my fault I can't heal him. I see Sithums. But first, I'm gonna pretend I don't. I'm gonna go this way. Jars! Health package. Otherwise known as a med kit, one would presume. HK, buddy, you don't look so good. Aha! I am now defend. You can't scratch me. You're gonna make me run. Oh, it's y'all. Oh, it's just lizards. It's just anger lizards. Well, they attacked me first, so this is all their own doing. Spiky anger lizards. I kind of want to go that way. It looks like there's a building, but there's also the center cave. Center cave does not go anywhere, so center cave is not where we're going. I stand corrected.
The power I felt coming through the cave is just ahead. I believe you are strong enough to explore the tomb ahead.
I'm concerned by the
This tomb
energy
has not been plundered.
tendrils.
Its mysteries may still be intact, but so might its traps. Take great caution.
What is that? Can't go any further.
Observation. The tomb ahead was devised to keep out sentients, not strong in the force.
You will have to face the challenges of this tomb alone. Are you ready?
No! I'm not ready, but yes. I'm totally not walking through a powerful radiation field that's going to cause me to, like, grow an extra eye on the back of my head or something. I was not ready for a cutscene! Hello.
Do not heed the words
What are you
of the
doing
Jedi
here?
Council. The Republic will fall if we do not act now. Already the Mandalorians have taken 3 systems along the rim. They will only grow more powerful with time.
Why do you look familiar to me?
Come stand with me. We will use our might to help the Republic in its time of need. Join Revan and I. Together, we will battle this menace.
It was Malik, and I'm just sitting there like, you look familiar. Why do you look familiar? Also, Bastilla is there for reasons. I've been here before.
The Jedi Council is wise, but will take too long to deal with this threat. We must act now to stop the Mandalorians. I have heard of you. Your masters speak well of you, of your skills in battle. Join us.
Yeah, if memory serves, you lost a jaw. I don't think that's a good path I want to follow. Nothing against anybody that may or may not lack a jaw. That does not make you a bad person. I'm just poking fun at the fact that, you know, in all of our previous interactions with Malik, he had the whole face mask thing going on and spoke with the robo voice. There are so many options here. I forgot how pompous you were before you used it. This war won't turn out the way you expect.
The Mandalorians must be stopped. And if the war ends with their defeat, then anything else is a small price to pay. The Council seems content to watch, to debate, while entire systems fall to the Mandalorians. If we don't act now, there may be no Republic army to assist in the future. I sense you will join us. What are your reasons?
The ends don't justify the means, and that's very slippery logic once you start saying, well, we have to do this, so anything else is just a small price to pay. And then you take one step closer, and one step closer, and one step closer, and eventually you become the very horror that you stopped, the very horror that you sought to not allow. Don't become the monster. I haven't read the options yet. I'm confused. Anyway, I had to do it. Council's taking too long. I'm not going to tell you why. I couldn't sit by while so many suffered. We'll go with that one. But because from what I know, that's kind of the reasoning that he used.
A good reason. Delay would have brought ruin, and there was much suffering. You had to act. It was within our power to end the war, and the Council chose to debate behind closed doors while planets burned.
It sounds like the United Nations. I'm sorry, that slipped out. One of us had to say it. No, we never gave him a chance. Won't tell you anything. I don't know what they were planning, but I should have trusted in their wisdom, given how things turned out and the whole hindsight thing in this case.
Their vaunted wisdom, bred only in action, and that would have led to destruction greater than anything born of the dark side. So, if you could do it all again, the real question is, would you? The Mandalorians await on the edge of space, eager to crush the Republic. You know how this turns out. Would you do it any different? Knowing what it costs you? Knowing what it costs the rest?
Honestly, it's a valid existential question. It's like, you know, if you made this decision and you know it led to this, it's like, by the same token, sometimes the path we walk is held by such tenuous threads that to change one decision would have caused a cascade of events that would have led to you being in a completely different situation. And it's like, Deep thoughts. Deep thoughts. We're gonna say we'd have heeded the council's warning, because I figure that's what the game wants me to say, and I'm kind of curious.
So do you see so far that you know that it would be for the best? Such arrogance.
Nope, we lost Bastille. I made the wrong choices.
And now you are all alone. Would you join me now? You didn't follow Revan and I down our path. Join us. Your journey hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, but yours has. You're dead, and Revan is wandering... I don't know, he's snowboarding the rings of Saturn or something. Wait, what are you talking about? Bastilla didn't join you. She warned us to obey the council.
She didn't join us that day. But in time, she came to our way of thinking.
No, she didn't.
And even before then, she wavered and wondered what would have happened. It is a familiar path. There were those who wished to follow you to war, yet remain behind. They came to hate you for the choices they wished to make.
I didn't follow you then, and I won't now.
Are you so certain? Every step along the way, we did what we thought was right. Perhaps the same path lays before you, but the time of words are done. Now it is time you experienced the full power of the dark side.
Problem is, the way that... And he put his own emphasis on the words. We walked the way that we thought was right. Well, the way that you think is right may not be right. I can look at a burning fire all day and say that I think it's cold, but if I stick my hand in it, I have not changed the truth of the fire. The fire is still hot. The fire will still burn me. No amount of me thinking that I'm right is going to change that the fire is going to burn me. So, just because you think it's right doesn't mean that it's right. The whole absolute truth thing laying beneath that. If what you think is right aligns with what is right, then it is right. But you can think something that is wrong is right, and that doesn't make it right. These are confusing statements. Malik needs to not keep making me have deep think. Anyway, I'm about to die. That's a lot of lightsabers. I'm gonna try to stasis you, and then I'm going to run. Oh good, I stasised all but you. Now I'm gonna back away so I can use energy resistance, because I assume lightsabers steal energy damage. Now. Ow. Oh no, you're gonna spam. Oh no, wait. Ah! Too many lightsabers. Too many lightsabers. Why are there so many lightsabers? Thank you. I like that one guy that was caught mid-animation that was both stasised and attacking me. Did I get a journal entry? Oh, wait. Had to choose whether or not to go with Malik. I was kind of hoping it would be like you chose to attack Malik and leave the others, or something. I don't know which way I came in from now. I rotated. I do love the deep rumblings in the background, though. I'm going to be honest, and this is something that it does depend on the game, and it's a debate I've had with, like... There is something to be said for the beauty of ambient atmospheric sound that puts you in the scenario, such as... And in this case, they're blending... I forget the word for it. It's like diegetic or something. They're blending sound effects from the environment, the rumbling, the moaning, sounds that you would expect to be hearing in this environment with the music, which Star Wars has always been grandiose in its like audio and whatnot. I love ambient sound. I love these noises that make you feel like you're in the environment. Very few games I've seen have really done as much with it as they could. And some of it has to do with, like, video games as a medium have always, like... We love music. When you have catchy music in a game, it makes the game more catchy. You know, for instance, I could use the Metroid series because it's one that, you know, to quote another YouTube, Metroid has a very high pedigree when it comes to its music design. Basically, a lot of moments in Metroid are all the more iconic because of the musical theme that accompanies it and the way that that sticks in memory better than if you had no music at all and it was all purely just ambient sound. But on the other hand, to forego ambient sound entirely is often a mistake, and I'm not saying Metroid does this, I'm just using them as an example of like having good music. Star Wars is another one that has really good iconic music. Subnautica to me is a good example of ambient sound. More the first Subnautica than the second. I like Below Zero, don't get me wrong, but I think that the first one hit the ambient sound better, namely because we had we had a larger variety of sound going on. The crab squids had very distinct sound. Some of the distant, deeper rumblings and Leviathan sounds just resonate better, I feel, than Below Zero did. But that, you know, I'm not saying Below Zero is bad by any means. It's like, it had big shoes to fill. But this is but long and short of it is, I feel like this is a very good mixture of, there's music, but underneath it there's also those ambient sounds, the rumblings, and that occasional, and, you know, stuff like that that just gets you into the vibe of what's going on. I hear wings. A weird example of a game with really good ambient sound, and it's going to sound weird. I know it sounds weird. I thought it was weird too. Is Diablo 3. Now, you will not realize this with the basic game settings, and that's the annoying thing, is the ambience is there, it's just almost disabled by default. If you go into your audio settings, you crank, I think it's crank everything down to like 5 to 10 on the audio slider from 1 to 100. You crank everything down to the bare almost minimum, but leave ambience maxed out, then turn your sound volume up to compensate. You know, don't accidentally blow your eardrums with a Discord notification or something, because remember, you're making everything else louder. So tweak your volume settings as need be. But there's an amazing amount of ambient sound in a lot of the dungeons that it goes unperceived, and it blows my mind. It's like, you had all this here, how did you waste it? Some of the sounds like rumbling thunder and rocks breaking in the caves and chains dragging, wailing spirits, stuff like that fit each of the dungeons, and it's just like, you put all of this here and then you basically left it untapped. I don't know, it's just mind-blowing. I like ambience. I also like wicker. Oh, Malik's armor. I probably can't wear it. I probably shouldn't wear it. I'm gonna try to wear it. Malik. Darth Malik's armor. Excuse me, restricted to the dark side. Yeah, I kind of figured that. It would have been awful weird if it was like a light side armor. Also, I like the armor I've got. It's pretty. So, left. That's the way we came in. Okay. So we're gonna go to the next left. Actually, no, this would be the next right. The next left would have been the door that we came out of, and the next left would have been the other door, and this would have been the next left. Because 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. Or 3 lefts make a right. Bats! Where is Chirac Man when you need him? Yeah, at least Borderlands had Rack Man. Very, very strange man, but, you know, he exists. Rubble. Unlootable. Okay. Well, I'm disappointed in the lack of loot. Okay, I mean, the last room had a lot of loot, but I'm still disappointed by the lack of loot. There's never not a lack of loot. More bats. Boy, night speed is wonderful. Night speed and the ability to heal yourself. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like KOTOR 2 really made the combat feel better. And maybe I was just doing it really wrong in KOTOR 1. I mean, that's very possible. But I don't as often feel like I'm thrown against some insurmountable... Severed arm. Okay, I don't so often feel like I'm thrown against insurmountable odds. Like that fight back there, being able to stasis all of them except Malik made that very nice, especially with my, you know, energy resistance and night speed and whatnot. Okay, we'll read the blown out databed. Datapad's blown up and inoperable. However, its final message remains burnt into the display. The others were confident they could sneak past the Chirac breeding grounds. I was ordered to lock the door and wait for their return. I hope they can find us a way out of this tomb. These visions threaten to break through all the discipline I've gained in my training. Yeah, they also broke your arm. Ghost arm. Ghost armed. Ever the datapad. Further exploration. Aight. You didn't lock this door very well. I hacked it right open. I'm surprised I haven't wandered into a Terentitech yet. Chirac brood. Now, does that mean it's the, like, one of the brood is in the offspring, or are you saying it's the brood mother, and you just didn't have enough room? I don't know, but there's a bunch of them, so probably the first one, and that's just, I found their breeding chamber, like the guy said in the pad. Well, the chamber where the eggs hatch, I mean, like, brood chamber. Anyway. Come on, why there's so many of y'all? Can y'all... Oh, my night speed wore off. That's why there's so many of y'all. Whenever night speed wears off, it's like suddenly there's 4 times as many enemies. Or 3 times as many enemies, because I'm hitting them only once instead of 3 times. Y'all is tanky. I want you to know that. Y'all is awful tanky. My goodness. They tankier than the Sith Assassins. There's another one. This one's a worm. Worm in the sense of like dragon worm, not worm in the sense of earthworm. Can I go? How many? Why? No, why? Why are there so many of y'all? There's just so many. Why there's so many? I wanna explore. Can I explore the tomb? Can y'all stop? And night speed wore off. Oh my goodness. They're not even that strong, they're just tanky. Which I guess is generally how balance works. If it's tanky, it's not gonna, you know, hit like a truck. Unless it's a tank, in which case it will run over you. Don't stand in front of tanks, they will flatten you. Okay, not counting that thing, not that. Not the historical thing, I ramble. Why are there I get this is the brood grounds, but why is there so many brood? Stop being so many. Did night speed wear off mid-fight? They so tanky, night speed wore off. Goodness. That's not... I hit the 5 key instead of the 4 key, and I'm very disappointed in myself for wasting an item. Oh, and I'm out of force points. I have used so much night speed, I'm out of force points. Oh, my dear goodness. Are they just not recovering anymore? Do you just not recover force points in this tomb? Should I have been rationing my force points in this tomb and nobody told me? Well, joke's on them. I can level up and regain my force points at some point if I have to. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. Oh my goodness. Actually, wait. Let's see. There we go. Put you back on a health kit or something. There we go. Now if I accidentally hit the button, it does not cost me expensives. Well, I hoped if I just stood back here out of combat that my force points would start to recover. Will they? Nope, they will not. That's gonna backfire on me in a bit, isn't it? Still got enough to use the stasis, apparently. For all the good that'll do me. One stasis with no night speed to back it up is a good way to get away from a fight. You know what? Spam critical strike. Wow, it does so not... Well, I stunned it. Can I have my force points back now? I'm concerned by what's going on up here. It's either a boss fight.
Com says we've lost another heavy droid transport. How can we break through the Mandalorian lines without support? The path is mined and the place is crawling with enemies. I know we've got our orders to press forward, but we're at quarter strength. We can't, General. It's impossible. We need to retreat.
Alright, so we're reliving stuff in this tomb. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. We'll begin from before the doorway, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.